Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader, your personal guide to a clearer perspective. I've got a message for Taurus. This is your beneficial and abundant message from the universe. I will continue to talk to my guides and channel as we do this reading, so let's get started. Taurus, interesting stuff. There's no major arcana in your reading this week, but the message is still quite big. The universe is giving you this Five of Cups energy. We're talking about transformation through what seems like a loss. So this is about shifting a perspective to understand that we're changing, but it may seem like you're having to leave some things behind that you don't want to leave behind. Relationship patterns, negative self-conditioning, all of that stuff is fair game and on the table this week. But understand that the universe at the core wants you to transform, wants something to shift and change for you. So even if this seems difficult or it seems like, know that it's got your best interest at heart. You're responding with the Princess of Swords, and this is the correct direction. We are talking about mental mastery and discipline this week, really using the mind to help us out. In this card, though, we start to see the tendency to want to waffle. With your energy, Taurus, there's a little bit of this wishy-washiness happening. It's not so forceful and direct, and this is what we're doing. There's just a little bit of like, I'm not sure, maybe not. And so you're kind of looking at this pattern going, yeah, I probably should let it go. I probably should let that person go, or I probably should let this relationship go, or probably should let the way of interacting within a certain relationship go. But the intent is not quite strong enough yet, and you're not totally convinced about it. So let's keep going to give you the the interaction or the impetus to see how that can become for you. Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords into the Three of Pentacles. So I'm going to drop him for a second, because this Two of Pentacles is again that waffling I was talking about. She's got two pentacles and she's deciding, which one is it? Which point of view is better for me? Which one is better? And you may have an idea of which pattern is better for you, which yields a better outcome, but there's still a reluctance to drop that one that's not so efficient, the one that really doesn't serve you. So if we're talking about people-pleasing or codependence, you may be like, yeah, I get that's bad, but I'm still kind of not really ready to drop it. It still kind of feels really good when somebody approves of me, or when they're people, when I please them and I get praised. Or this may be overworking. Like, okay, yeah, I know that's really not great for my health, but maybe I don't really want to step back, because what if I miss something, or what if something doesn't get done as well as I want it to? So what you're being asked to do is really interesting. You're actually being asked to go into your mind and pull this apart for yourself, and to almost dissect it and put it on paper. And you have, okay, way one, negative pattern perhaps. Dissect it and see, what are you really benefiting? What is the long-term benefit from following this pattern? And then take way two, which is probably not the negative pattern or the positive pattern. What are my benefits here? What in the long term? Is this just a short-term good, or is this a long-term good? Same with the other one. Is this a short-term good, or is this a long-term good? How is this playing out? And you really have to pull it apart, not in terms of where it came from or why it's there or why you're entertaining it, but what does it do for you in the future? It's funny because one of these flowers is facing forward and one of them is facing back. And I feel like that's what we're doing. We're looking at the merits of going one direction. We're looking at the merits of going the other direction. And pulling that apart, pulling that knowledge apart, is going to help you find not only the direction, but the resolve to continue a better way forward. We've got this Three of Pentacles here, and I love this card. It's a stonemason, and he's carving these three. But the way he's designed the pattern, it's actually infinity. He could keep going forever. He could keep carving that pattern forever. So we're talking about a pattern of behavior, a pattern of being that's actually really good for you could be set in stone and could continue to sustain you forever. So that's what we're trying to find in this. What is the behavior pattern that has the potential to sustain you forever? And, really putting it down on paper, really hashing it out and without emotion, just putting it all down. That's really going to be key. Feel free to include emotion, like I feel good when this happens, or I feel bad when this happens, or I don't feel whatever, but be sure to note how long the feeling lasts. Is this the deep feeling like I've laid something substantial into the ground, or is this a fleeting, like it felt really good in the moment, but then I know I'm going to have to do it again and again and again and again to get that feeling back? That's the distinction there. And one last card, we have the 9 of Pentacles, and this is just further confirmation. So 9, so she's got 9 pentacles behind her carved into the stone, and it's reminiscent of him carving these, right? And also we think of 3 times 3, and 3 times 3 is of course 9, but 9 is the number of culmination, that everything has kind of come to that point. So this is kind of like the carrot at the end of the tunnel. You see an independent, very secure, very peaceful, very well set up woman, self-possessed, full of confidence, and full of the quiet knowing that she's got everything she needs. There's no searching. There's no feeling incomplete or feeling like you have to be something else to get something. She's full and complete in herself. And this is the carrot. This is the direction. When you're asking yourself those questions, pulling it apart, is this the energy you end up with? That completely self-assured, self-possessed, lovely, pure, emotionally connected to the divine? Like, is it that kind of feeling, that soulful feeling? Or is it the feeling of I need more, and I need more, and I need more, and I need more? Those two feelings. So I hope this visual is strong enough for you to see just the peace and the serenity and the abundance in this card that I'm tapping here. But this is the start of that journey, and this is where you're going to end up. So you've got everything within you now to be her, to get there. It's just a matter of choosing the path that leads to her versus a different path. So questions about that, please let me know. And I always love to hear from you as usual. And I also wanted to let you know this is last call for the New Year / solstice reading. These were specially designed readings to help you galvanize really inspirational, positive empowerment for this coming next 12 months. So special reading, special price. You can find the details below. There's a direct link in the description. And I look forward to seeing you next time on True Guidance Tarot. Have an amazing week.